Welcome today to Aquatic Park. We're going to be doing Tai Chi Cha, beginning with Qigong, seated on a stool or standing, your choice. Inhaling up for triple burner, expanding the body, feeling the breath come in and the breath come out slowly on the exhale. Qigong is basically a very slow form of exercising the body with the breath and aligning through the spine. So as you move either on a chair or legs spread out if you are on a stool, feel your grounding in your feet as well as the length of your body as you inhale up through the center, the abdomen, rib cage, upper chest, and also into the nostrils. And slowly do this beautiful triple burner, which brings us through all three dantians, starting with the inhale here and then the exhale over the top of the head and down through the second dantian, the middle one at the heart and the bottom one at the abdomen. It's all very slow, continuous, and circular. And from here, we can go into our next Qigong move, which is Buddha picks up the earth. Inhale here and exhale down. Very slowly. Inhale through the center here, center body. And once you get to the chin, start pushing the energy up towards the sky on your exhale. Very slowly, feeling the whole expansion and contraction of the body. Buddha picks up the earth. Usually with Qigong, you want to do several of the same movement so that your body connects to it fully. So we'll do two more. And last one. Feel the relaxation response of the long exhale. From here, we can pick up a feather on this side, inhaling it, and then flattening the palm, coming down on the exhale. Actually, the wrist is going to flex here. So inhale first, thumb and forefinger, and then exhale down with a flat wrist, flat palm. And one more on this side. Inhaling up, opening the ribs, exhaling down, feeling the contraction right here too. And then moving to this other side to your left, inhaling up, picking up a feather and letting it go. It's almost like you're painting the wall with that energy. Enjoy watching it come down with your flattened palm. And one more on this side. And then circling the joints is what we'll do today next. However you're standing or sitting or on a stool, lengthen through the spine if you're seated there. Make sure that you can actually feel the belly as it expands and as it contracts. So our next move is going to be this one, the accordion. And then we'll go into our circles. I want to make sure that we really start with some good breathing before we move to the circles. Feel the expansion and the slow contraction. And we'll start with the head circles, bringing the chin to the chest and looking over this way first, bringing the ear to the shoulder, and then up and around to the other side. Sometimes one side is easier than another, so that if it does help you, you can actually lengthen the backward part of the head as you come here. That'll give you like a half circle to bring the ear down close to the shoulder. At least it does for me. So come back to center. We'll go the opposite way now. And if that doesn't work for you, there's one other alternative here that I like, which is the upside down rainbow. We'll go this way to the right. Just come halfway, come back to the center with the chin to the chest, and then go to the opposite side. Moving the chin around in a half circle here. You can touch the chin if you like, and that will remind you what you're doing. You're only going part way here. And then if you like, you can take it the whole circle. But that has a way of connecting the circle for me. And then go the opposite direction. So if you just went to the left, now go back to the right. And that's very important. We want to make sure that the head is comfortable here. You can also take one hand to the head and gently drop it to one side and bring the other hand out as if it were going to touch something here. Maybe even your stool you could hold on to. And that opens up this whole area here where we're apt to be tense. Then come back to center. Prepare the other hand as the head drops. You don't have to pull anything, but just feel it move this direction. And possibly even start with the chin to the chest first, and then drop the ear. So you can modify these things any way you like for your own body. And then come back to center. The head and neck are delicate, so be careful. We're going to bring the fingers up just inside of the shoulders here and come forward, up, back, and down on the exhale. One more here. Good. Now we're going to go the opposite direction. So back, up, forward, and down. And now the chest kind of caves in, but it's good to feel both. You want to feel that release completely of the shoulders, and then you want to feel the importance of really opening the chest when you do Tai Chi Chi. Opening the chest and possibly feeling the shoulder blades come closer here as you drop down. Yeah, you want to create a good open spine and chest. Great. Now bring the hands out to the side in a T. We're going to come forward, rolling the wrists here a bit with the forearms, and even the upper arm there is all connected to this. And then go the opposite direction. Good. Now let's just delicately play the piano, getting all the digits open in a T, as if you had a circular keyboard right here. You're coming across and you're coming back. Good. Let's do birds here. Let's flatten the palm and open all the fingers. And then make gentle fists and just a little bit of gentle boxing here. This actually warms up the joints of the shoulders, the whole area here of the elbows. And the fists are not tight here. And let's swim. That also helps you open up everything. A little more expansive move here. And then let's swim back. So you can do all of this seated if you like. And then let's coming forward on your stool or chair. You can inhale here and fold forward from the hips, and we'll just come forward like this. Take hold of your wrists here or your fingers and pull forward, and now open up and extend. And the same thing again, clasping your hands possibly works best here. Fold forward as if you were being pulled forward, and then inhale back up and extend. And one more, of course, you're folding forward from the hips. So inhale, lengthen first, and then fold forward. Good, coming back up again. And we're going to tap here. So you can tap if you're on a stool, tapping the upper chest, the tummy, even the insides of the legs, outside of the legs. Probably don't want to go down too far because you don't want to fall off your stool. And then tops of the arms, insides, across, down the other side, up. And then when you're getting out of your stool, you want to make sure that you're solidly here. Take either side of the stool, push forward on it, and inhale up and extend. Let's do some figure eights. Yeah, a little more expansive than we normally do, but I think everyone needs to relax these days and sort of let go. Big moves help. Good. Now we're going to shake it all out. Start it from the bottom all the way up. Shake out the wrists, shake out the upper chest, shake out everything. Good. Inhale. Slowly ground it through the floor. Let one hand come up and the other sink down. Heaven and earth. Inhale, center, and send the other hand up like this and the other hand down. Flatten the palm, both directions. Breathe. Inhale, heaven and earth. And the opposite side. Now come back into the center and bring both arms up and send them up like this. And just stabilize through the abdomen and the feet. Feel how long you can be and still grounding. And then slowly exhale down. A slow spinal twist, holding a ball. Inhale here. Bring it to the side over here. Twisting on the exhale slowly. Inhaling back to center. And coming back to the opposite side with your ball. Your ball could be any size. You could pick a small ball like this one, piece of ceramic, and just feel it move to one side and then to the other with your breathing. And bring it back to center. and slowly put it down so it doesn't break. And now we'll go back to knocking at the gates, which is really a spinal twist. And feel it touch your front area as well as your buttocks, letting the back heel go, letting the whole body begin to let go. Good. Now bring it up to the kidneys area, just under your breasts. So lengthen through the spine to do that. Otherwise, you'll be hitting your breasts. You want to maintain a long spine for this. Now bring it to your lung points. And then down the body, insides of the legs. Now fold forward from the hips, release. Come around your toes, possibly your ankles. You can release your knees there if that works for you. It works for me. You want to have pretty spongy knees to do this kind of stuff. So if we tap up here on one arm and down the other, you want to feel that if you do go over, you can just let go here. And then come back up. The fountain. Inhale, bring the backs of the palms together and slowly fold down to the ground. Two more of the fountain. Taking your time to really feel this as you release and as you inhale back up with the palms, backs of the palms together, and then you open up like you're just opening to the sky. And we'll slowly move down again for the fountain. And then release. Hip circles, not to be forgotten. Your feet are in a V for rider on horse position. You're going to bring the pelvis forward to your right, back, and to your left. So when you came to your right, come back, come to your left, come forward and stop. And now we'll go to your left with the pelvis forward right here. And then back to the other side and forward. Very consciously knowing which 4 points we need. Forward, forward, side, back, side. Now lengthen up. We're going to fold forward in a second, but just really feel the length here. Come down first, slowly to ground that. And then we're going to bring the knees together and the feet, fold forward from the hips, flat back. Take hold of the knees and gently begin your circles again. This time we'll go to the right, front, left, back. And then coming forward again, left, back, right, forward. This takes a lot of focus. I have to admit, I sometimes do the same thing twice and go, how come that happened? Because you're also trying to relax and your mind starts to say, let's just relax. Good, now let's come up, touching your toes first, then come up slowly. And once more, we're going to just let it go. Everything releasing. We want to decompress today. All right, especially as we move into this beautiful Tai Chi 19 movements in one pose. So let's do a couple of groundings, one which is actually sending energy into the earth fairly strongly. And then again, exhale down fairly slowly. And even a little bit slower. I kind of made that too forceful. Beautiful, because we're moving into softness and serenity. To do that, we come through the beautiful Tadasana or mountain pose here, opening the hands and the arms as if to accept the beauty of the earth at this moment. The mountains, the trees, the hills we have here, so beautiful. Wherever you are, enjoy your landscape. As we begin Tai Chi Cha, 19 movements and one pose. The first, rocking motion. Noting the figure 8 that the palms seem to make here, because the wrists and the joints should all begin to relax here. The fingers, and feel your toes. Feel your toes as you move forward. Coming back to the heels, feel your heels. Consciously sending energy to all those meridians that begin in the feet. Hello, feet. Hello, spine. And open chest. Hello, gazing forward with a gentle gaze, focused, relaxing the face, the jaw, the eyes, and maybe a slight smile for the joy of movement. 19 movements and one pose. Two more of rocking motion. And now we prepare for just grounding simply here, inhaling to the heart, exhaling down to the abdomen, and preparing for our next move, which is bird flaps its wings. Just bring your heels closer together. Inhale and release. Forward to the balls of the feet. The heels come up a little bit. Feel that exhale there, and the inhale here that extends the spine. And on the third one, we'll be doing this wrist circle forward and inhaling back to the center. Second cycle. Third cycle. Really focus on the breath today. And the spine. Inhale back and sink it into the earth. Double ground it. Come back to your rider and horse position to do this so that you have plenty of connection to the earth here. And balance. And let's triple ground it. To your head and down. And up to the sky today. Beautiful sun we have here today. And we prepare for our next move, which is our first forward back weight shift around the platter. Your left heel comes forward. You're in chest-high water, which you can feel with your fingertips evenly as you move across the circle. And as the return of the circle comes to your heart on the inhale, and the exhale here as it moves to your back leg. Feeling the grounding in the center. Front knee bends, the back leg straightens, and then it switches. Back knee bends and the front leg straightens. Feel those changes of yin and yang. And the chi, as it begins to build in the fingers and the palms in connection to gravity here. Feel that evenness of that circle. And there's something warm happening in the palms. One more. Bring the foot back in. Inhale to sink it through the earth and to shift towards your left to bring your right heel forward around the platter. Last one on your right side, which calls for a double grounding, sort of like a celebration. We got through our first forward back weight shift. I love that. Once again, looks very smooth today. Shifting over now to your right to bring the left forward for around the platter variation, where we'll pick up a ball here, a little ball here at the left shoulder and turn it over to the right shoulder. It's a very small one here. And then it drops center opposite the heart. Around the platter variation. Some people have called this picking up a project and letting it go to go back to it another day. Giving ourselves a break when we need it. Two more on your left side. Bring that left foot in. Inhale to ground it to the heart and exhale it down singly. Shift everything over here to your left and release your right heel. Picking up a ball of energy here at your right shoulder and releasing it just opposite the heart, but still on your platter that is in this chest high water position here. It's this beautiful circle. And the circle itself is so light and airy and soft as your palms, your fingers, your forearms, everything seems to be coming together as if all your joints unite with your weight shift in the same rhythm. And last one of around the platter variation. Bring the right foot in. Inhale to slowly sink it into the earth and to double ground it. As we prepare for our next move, which is bass drum, shifting to the right. Palms come up like this and face each other, and your left heel comes forward. And you're circling around the rim of the drum, which is almost like feeling velvet, because it's the fingers are getting so connected to the chi here. Your intrinsic energy. They almost want to vibrate. Feel the belly as it expands and as it contracts, sending energy to the Ming-Men low spine area. Here's the expansion. As you come back, this is the contraction. Feel it right there. Let's do 3 more on this side. Good. Inhale the foot back. Come into rider on horse position with your feet apart, toes slightly out, and single ground it. Shifting towards your left, release your right for bass drum. Feel the rim of the drum as you come around it. Feel the exhale as the elbows and the hips move back. Feel the slow shift of the feet and the sinking through the center, and then the release of the front toe. And then as you come forward, feel as you glide that there's a release of that heel and back as that leg straightens. One bends in front and the other one straightens in back, but never locks. All of our joints are open, receiving the energy. Three more on this right side. Many weight shifts that maintain our balance, connection to the earth, and connect the mind, body, and spirit together. Let's do one more here of bass drum. Good. Now bring that foot in. We'll double ground it and prepare for our next move. The companion moves of daughter on the mountaintop, daughter in the valley, shifting to the right to release your left, opening the palms, waiting to climb the mountains, and then come through the center trail with your left hand behind, close to the heart. Your right hand crossing right in front of the heart and outside the left. You can almost feel them wanting to clap, and then the left hand moves behind. That's a way of feeling the energy change there. Yeah, feel that moment, letting that energy of the palms almost touch, and then they don't. 2 more. Bring the foot back in. And shifting to the left, bring the right heel forward. Daughter on the mountaintop, a heart shape. Three more on your right side. Last one. Beautiful. Let it go. Double ground it. Feel the inhale and this very slow exhale. Feeling the relaxation response in the body as we prepare to move towards daughter in the valley, starting on top of the mountains and releasing to the right to bring your left heel forward. Exhaling down, inhaling through the central trail, through the valley, and back over the mountains. Feel the evenness of your own rhythm as you inhale forward and exhale back to look down over the valley. Feel the power, silent power, soft power of your own weight shift forward and back. Two more on your left side. Beautiful. Inhale that leg back. Single grounding between sides. Daughter in the valley, shifting to the left, bring your right heel forward. As you come forward, feel the valley, that you cultivate the energy there of that inhale, and then release it on the exhale. Enjoy slowly coming through that inhale. And on our exhale, let's go a little bit slower there too. Cultivating the chi. Three more. Last one of Daughter in the Valley. Come back and double ground it. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to take a moment to get something to drink, water preferably. When the sun is bright like it was today. If you're outside a lot, be sure you drink a lot of water. Hydrate. All right, so we're going to now move over here to do carry the ball to the side. Shifting down, inhaling here, picking up your ball, releasing the opposite heel, and shifting 3 times, 3. Bring in the outside foot. Inhale to sink. Or just feel if your knees are soft, like they're spongy. Spongy knees. Good, now straighten everything, lengthen, inhale, and sink. Wind up, spongy knees, and move. And last one going this direction. 3 times 3. 1, 2, and let the wrists go. 3. Beautiful. And sink. Wind up this direction, and we go back. Taking it slow, circularly, and feeling the sinking and rising. Your rise to inhale, sink to exhale. And last group of 3. Beautiful. Let's go back to beginning. So we're going to wind up here, release the left heel, and move towards it. One leg becomes yan that has been yin. And then you sink it all again to ground. And one more set of 3. Feel the wrists really relax here. Beautiful. Now we're going to do our next move, which will be push-pull, followed by pulling in the energy. Shifting towards your right to bring the left forward. Circling this beautiful circle back to your heart on the inhale. 9 times. Feel the exhale forward of the push and the inhale back of the pull. Giving and receiving energy in a complete circle here. Feel the front leg bend and the back leg straighten. And now the back leg bend and the front leg straightens. All those beautiful subtle changes. And the inhale always back to the heart, like giving and receiving energy. One more on your left. Inhale the foot back. Single grounding, lengthen the spine. Shift towards your left to release the right. Push, pull. A reverse breathing move. With the exhale forward and the inhale back to the heart. Two more. Last one. Inhale the leg back in. And double ground it. Preparing for pulling in the energy from the farthest star. Shift to your right. Release your left. Ah. Sometimes you get caught there. Inhale. Feel the energy coming through your fingertips as you pull it in from the most distant star. This is a visualization move. So whatever you need from the most distant star, take it in through your fingertips and the inhale. Last one on your left. Bring the foot back in. Inhale to sink it down. And to shift to the left to bring your right heel forward for pulling in the energy from the most distant star. Feel the inhale here as you move forward and the exhale as you come back. And the chi that's being pulled in from your fingers from the distant star. All an image of hope and beauty. The night sky is amazing. Last one on your right. Inhale, just sink it through the earth and to double ground it. As we next move into the taffies. Inhaling and sinking down. Bringing your left hand under the right elbow and your left heel out to the side. Pull the taffy between the palms and bring in the outside foot. And now the opposite direction. Right hand is under, moving us towards the right, the invite hand that was underneath. And we keep switching. Moving through heavy air, perhaps, or just feeling it in your belly as you inhale here and exhale slowly here. And if we add the grounding, it's even more wonderful. The sense of letting go, a little bit of something happening there, the heaviness of the air, perhaps in your mind, moving through heavy air with the palms facing each other and then pulling apart with a weight shift. Noticing what's happening, focusing the mind just on the breath and the movement. Tai Chi shows a moving meditation, so it's possible to let everything go except for this spirit of doing it. Let's do two more here. One this way. And finishing basic taffy by moving again to the left. And sink it into the earth. Double ground it. We have three variations now. The first is anchor taffy. You'll anchor your right leg and move forward with your left hand under. And then to the side. And then the right foot moves forward and the right hand is underneath. And the anchor now pulls in, which is your left leg. Right foot forward. Right hand underneath when you do your taffy. The invite hand moves you over here to the right. And we keep going. Open the hips, sink it. And now move it to the side. Lengthen on the inhale, sink. And coming forward, spongy knees. Inhale to open. And then bring it to this side. And last one of anchor taffy. Left hand under, left foot forward. Open the hips. Sink it. And now bring it to the left with the left hand under and bring in the right heel. And we'll double ground anchor taffy. That was our first variation of basic taffy. Now we come to circles taffy, and we start here, and the circles will be like this, and then we'll bring it, wind up here, and then pull it across left. Okay, here we go. Circles taffy. Sinking and rising. Wind up and pull it across. Bring in the outside foot and sink. Breathe. Inhale and sink. Rise to inhale. This is a really joyous move. Always reminds me of jump roping. As a kid. And let's do 2 more because it's so much fun. To the right. Inhale and then sink. And now we'll go to the left. 1, 2, 3. And your left hand comes over to return you to the left. Inhale, lengthen through the spine and sink. Circles taffy comes to a graceful conclusion if we do a little grounding here. And our third variation is perpetual motion taffy with heel step. Heel comes down, flex the foot, release the heel, and then come bringing energy to the toe. Flex and release. Beautiful. Lengthen through the spine. I think everybody's doing that. And now make sure the buttocks is not sticking out, that you have a long connection from your tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. And you'll be fine. You always want to think about your low back. How are you connecting there? Make sure that you're really lengthening through there. And moving the whole body together as one here. As one hand moves over the other forearm, starting from the top, really, actually, it's supposed to be the inside here. And then the other hand does the same thing. So you add that to your heel step here. You've got quite a move. Very good grounding move. And it's called perpetual motion. So you can keep doing it here. We can slow it down a bit, but it's a suggestion that we want to keep moving through our whole life in some way. And this is a beautiful move. Hopefully we can do it for a long time. Very grounding, very balancing. Even slowly. Last one, a perpetual motion taffy. Ends the taffies. And we then come to our next move, which is moving energy across the body diagonally, working the pulley. Your left hand will be forward, your right hand will be underneath the hip bone. Your left foot moves forward. And here, as the palm moves out, it's an exhale. As it moves back, it's an inhale, pulling the hip back. And that will affect the other arm, which is your right here. It's just a companion doing the same thing, but after you've done it to the left. They're friends. No leg is more important than any other. They just alternate these beautiful moves together. The breath right now dominated by your left side, but soon it'll be the right. And last one on your left. Inhale and sink it into the earth. And start readying yourself for the opposite side. So now the left foot is grounded here, and the right foot's going to come forward. The right hand will come forward. That'll be the exhale. And then when it comes back, it'll be the inhale. It comes under the hip bone with the palm up as you pull back here on your inhale. Three more on your right side. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it through the earth. And double ground it. Working the pulley has come to a graceful conclusion. Let's just take it all the way up here to the stars. Inhale all the way up here, lengthen the spine, and then slowly exhale down as if you're sleepwalking. Bringing in the restoration response, relaxation response of the whole body. And then preparing for our next move, which is going to be light at the top of the head, light at the temple, so the heels move in here. The feet are still in a V. Inhale, bring the arms up to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. Feet are in a V, and you're going to sink and rise. This is your highest dantian here. So very beautiful light at the top of the head. After the third one, that third inhale, just circle the palms over the crown 6 to 9 times. I like to take my time here because it's really unique to think about the light at the top of the head and how our thinking, speaking, and doing can be so connected if we want to do it that way. This is our temple. Light at the top of the head. Exhale, inhale again. On the third one, send it down to the ground. And then bring it back to your heart with your left hand on the inhale. Sink it down through the central meridian. And bring it to your temples, light at the temple, which is your head. Your wisdom seat. Sink and rise. Let it go. Circle the energy of yin and yang. Hold it there. Inhale and sink and rise. Light at the temple is at the temples. And as you release it down, sink it into the ground and bring it back to your heart. And down through the central meridian. As you prepare for joyous breath, our most yan move. Make it strong and happy. Come to the balls of the feet, 4 times down. Sink the feet. Repeat. And last one of 4. 4 exhales. Long inhale, slow exhale. A very soft landing after that one. That brings us into passing clouds. Feet in a V. All things change. And we stand in the middle with resistance or resilience, with courage, or with speaking out. Whatever it is we come to, it comes from our own heart. And we bring it out to others as clouds pass and everything changes. Even the mirror hand passes and we stay centered here. In this moving meditation of Tai Chi Chuan. Last one. Bring the outside foot in. Inhale to exhale to ground it. Double ground it. And our last move is the 6 healing sounds. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen. Su for the liver. Sh for the lungs. Shi for the triple heater. And Jui for the kidneys. Your left foot starts. Last one, 5 Chuis. Figure 8. Heel step. Bring in the foot, mixing the energy of yin and yang. Bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone. Cosmic consciousness pose. Bringing the left hand close to the heart with the fingers open. Looking over the window of eternity and through it. Inhale the fingers together overhead in gratitude to the many thousands of teachers who taught us Qigong. And finally, the work of Wen Shan Wang and the teacher of Justin Stone himself, for Tai Chi Chuan in 1974. We are grateful for all of it. Thank you for coming today, and have a wonderful weekend.